Nose may know the answers to long COVID. Duke researchers are trying to solve the mystery of people struggling with fatigue, brain fog, and shortness of breath. WRAL's Julian Grace learns how the sense of smell could provide answers.
Millions of people across the U.S. are still struggling with long COVID, some even showing back up here to the hospital. But Duke University provides a study that could provide some relief.
That sense COVID.
We first spoke to Becky Babel back in May. On this day, the teacher displayed the cocktail of drugs she's taken to recover from long COVID. 7 months later, there's been little improvement. How are you feeling?
I have good and bad days. That's the best I can tell you. Some days are good and some days are not.
The WRAL data trackers analyze CDC information about the prevalence and impacts of long COVID. Across the country, women are more likely than men to experience this. And in North Carolina, about 3 out of every 10 adults who had COVID is currently experiencing long COVID symptoms. And 9% of those with long COVID say they've had significant activity limitations since contracting it.
Long COVID can affect lots of different organs or tissues in the body.
That's Dr. Brad Goldstein from Duke University. He recently researched why long COVID is happening, starting with the sense of smell. During the study, researchers took 24 biopsies from the nose of 9 people suffering long COVID and came up with a conclusion.
That there seems to be some unresolved inflammation in that area of the nose that we believe is sort of disrupting the smell process.
Dr. Goldstein says the next step in the research process is to identify drugs that can decrease the inflammation in the nose. And it's possible that solution could tackle brain fog, shortness of breath, and fatigue, so people like Babel can get back to doing what they love.
I would like a cure. I'd like to get back to my life. I would like to finish my graduate degree, and I'd like to go back to at least teaching full time.
Reporting in Raleigh, Julian Grace, WRAL News.
Dr. Goldstein says identifying drugs to decrease inflammation is the goal of the next phase of research.